welcome back to our podcast right here on AWM Studios podcast. I'm joined in studio with my friend and co-host and the one that runs the other YouTube channel of ours, All Wrestling Madness, Sean. Now, Sean, welcome to our show. First off, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's get started, shall we? Today, you wanted to know all about SmackDown in the year of 2004. And, well, basically, it was the most iconic year for that. So, fire away with your questions.
Sure. Thanks, Barry. So let's start with the first question. Who were some of the top wrestlers in 2004?
Great question. Great question. SmackDown in 04 had some of the top tier stars of WWE at that time, such as Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, JBL, John Cena for a short time, Rey Mysterio. The list goes on and on of people that have worked for SmackDown in 2004. But these stars brought their A game and delivered their top of the line matches in 04 for SmackDown.
Sounds like an amazing lineup. I've heard they had about the rivalry between Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle during the time. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. The rivalry between Eddie and Kurt was one for the ages. They had a series of intense matches during that time period and heated promos, showcasing their incredible in-ring skills and storytelling. The culmination of their feud, Sean, ended at WrestleMania 20, where Eddie Guerrero ended up besting and beating the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
That was a historic event. Now let's talk about the tag team scene. Were there any notable tag teams that stood out in 2004?
Definitely, Sean. SmackDown of 04 had some of the most fantastic tag team rosters. One of the most notable was Rey Mysterio and RVD, Mr. Rob Van Dam, who formed an extreme and high-flying tag team duo. We also had the Hardy Boys, who made their presence felt after being drafted to the SmackDown brand as well. Their dominant performances and trademark table spots for RVD and the Dudley Boys were fantastic to watch during that time period.
Sounds like a good tag team action at its finest. Let's shift gears a little bit.
Sure.
Can you tell us about any of the memorable moments or events that took place in SmackDown 2004?
Certainly. One of the most memorable moments that was John Cena's rise to superstardom in 2004. You see, 2004 was the year that truly made John Cena who John Cena was. Basically, his charisma, unique style, and rapping abilities made him the top star of the WWE at that point in time. I mean, he was just starting out in like 2002, 2003, but 2004 was what really made the world know who John Cena was. So, basically what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that his biggest moment was at WrestleMania 20 when he bested and beat the Big Show for his first ever championship title victory, which was the WWE Championship.
Were there any other significant development changes on SmackDown 2004?
Absolutely. In June of 04, SmackDown welcomed a new general manager known as Theodore Long, and his catchphrase of being holla 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 was one of the best catchphrases that he came up with, or that any person in WWE came up with at that point in time of 04. And it was one of the most impactful moments and impactful decisions of WWE's creative genius of 04.
Thanks for sharing these incredible facts about WWE SmackDown in 2004. It sounds like a truly unforgettable year for wrestling fans.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was my pleasure to take this trip down memory lane to talk about the 2004 era of WWE SmackDown in particular. It was indeed a remarkable time in WWE history to be a fan of professional wrestling entirely, filled with unforgettable rivalries, top-notch talent, and moments that would be unforgettable for years and generations to come. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with some more exciting moments and memories of WWE when we return from our break.
Hey, you guys, so just a small segue. We're going to be talking about some of our merchandise. We sell some stuff on Bonfire, a lot of clothing, T-shirts,
Hoodies.
mugs, whole nine. Just if you want to support our channel, definitely check that out.
All the link will be down in the description box below to our other channels, whether it's All Wrestling Madness, which is run by Sean, or whether it's my TikTok, or our merchandise store, like we said, where you can get some of the top tier, top of the line grade merchandise, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, notebooks, coffee mugs, whatever you want. Check out our merchandise store. All the link will be down in the description box below. But if you want to know, it's bonfire.com/store/AWM Studios. And you can get all your merchandise made from us and show your support to this wonderful growing channel right here on YouTube. Again, also show your support to my good friend right here by checking out his channel, All Wrestling Madness, and subscribing to his channel, because he doesn't do just wrestling topics. Don't let the name of the channel fool you. It is not just wrestling topics. He does gameplay videos of all sorts. He does tech reviews. Sometimes he does tech repairs, but most of the videos are gameplay. So check him out and give him one of the biggest likes you can on his videos and on his channel by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so that you stay notified for every single time that he decides to drop a video right here on YouTube. Thank you again, Sean. We're going to be back in just a few seconds with more on WWE. All right. Welcome back from that commercial break. We've just wrapped up our discussion on WWE SmackDown in 2004, but hold on, because we're not done yet. My co-host and I have some burning questions about WWE Monday Night Raw between 2004 and 2005. Take it away.
Thanks again, Barry. I'm really excited to start diving into the Raw during that period. So let's get started. Who are some of the top superstars in Raw 2004, 2005 that you could talk about?
Great question. Seriously. Raw of 2004 and 2005 had a star-studded roster list. Some of the top stars during that time were Triple H, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Y2J, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, Edge, and Batista, and then John Cena when he was drafted to Raw from SmackDown. These superstars brought their unique talents and electrifying performances to Monday Night Raw.
That's a really impressive lineup. Now I'm curious about any significant storylines or rivalries that stood out during those years.
Absolutely. One of the most memorable storylines during that period was the Evolution faction, which comprised of Triple H, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and Batista. They dominated Raw, causing havoc and asserting their dominance into every storyline they could. Another major storyline was the rivalry between Shawn Michaels and his former best friend at that time, Triple H, which resulted in some epic matches and intense moments.
Evolution Michaels Triple H rivalry sounds intense. Now let's talk about the tag team division. Were there any notable tag teams that made an impact during 2004 Raw?
Definitely. The tag team division for Raw was on fire during these years. We had legendary tag teams like the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian, who had incredible matches and elevated the excitement level to be a fan of Monday Night Raw during that time. Additionally, new tag teams like La Resistance, William Regal and Eugene, and I know I shouldn't be saying his name for obvious reasons, but I'm going to say it, Chris Benoit and Edge made their mark on Raw during that time period.
Sounds like a tag team extravaganza. Now, moving on to more memorable moments and events. Were there any that stood out during that time, 2004, 2005?
Absolutely. One of the most memorable moments was at WrestleMania 21 in 2005 when Batista won his first ever World Heavyweight Championship victory by beating his former best friend, Triple H. It marked a defining moment in Batista's career and set the stage for his rise to superstardom. Another significant event was the return of Shawn Michaels in 2002 After a 4-year hiatus of being away from WWE because of a debilitating back injury that he sustained in 1998 with The Undertaker in a casket match, after all that, he returns in 2002 to an amazing pop, and it led to such legendary matches and feuds.
WrestleMania moments are always iconic. Lastly, were there any significant developments or changes during Raw during those years?
Indeed, indeed. One major change was the introduction of the Money in the Bank ladder match concept at WrestleMania 21.
Those are fun.
Money in the Bank, for those that don't know, is a match usually comprising of 6 men. In this day and age, 6 men, and then the women have their own version. But initially, it started out as 6 men in the ring in a ladder match style with a briefcase being hung above the ring. And the one that won that briefcase, that retrieved that briefcase, had up to 1 year to cash in for any championship of his choosing at any pay-per-view of his choosing against whoever the champion was at that moment. He can cash it in at any time. Early match, mid-match, or even a post-match assault. He can cash it in at any moment. That was the whole concept of Money in the Bank in a nutshell. It was unlike any concept at that time. Because at that time, the only ladder match they had was hanging a belt from the ceiling, and if you won it, you're automatically the champion. This one was, you're not guaranteed a champion just yet, but the excitement came from, when is he going to cash it in? When is he going to take the opportunity to cash in to possibly become a champion? When is he going to take this opportunity to finally cash it in and become a champion? That was the excitement of the Money in the Bank concept. And the first ever one, fun fact, was Edge. Edge won the first ever Money in the Bank briefcase. And that catapulted his career beyond anything. But I'm getting off topic. Basically, this match allowed a superstar, like I said, to win a contract to cash in at any moment upon any superstar that's champion.
That's a solid concept, too. Definitely changed the game. Thank you for sharing the fascinating insights into Raw during 2004 and 2005. Sounds like an incredible time for wrestling fans.
No problem, Sean. Seriously, it was my pleasure to provide some highlights from Monday Night Raw for these years of 2004, 2005. The excitement and energy of Raw was unlike any other, making it a must-watch product for wrestling enthusiasts. And that concludes our discussion on Raw in 2004 and 2005. We hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Stay tuned for more episodes like this, where we will continue to explore different eras and aspects of the world of wrestling. Until next time, keep embracing the madness. Thanks for tuning in, and talk to you all in the very next video, run by both me and my friend and co-host, Sean. One more time, check out his amazing YouTube channel, All Wrestling Madness. You do not want to miss out on his video releases. They are top of the line releases. He does gameplay videos, tech reviews, wrestling whenever I'm there. So just, if you like wrestling, if you like gameplay, whatever it is, check out his channel, All Wrestling Madness. Subscribe to him, and subscribe to this channel. Check out all of our other social media pages by going to the description box below and clicking on those links and following us on all those other social media pages. And again, if you want some of the top tier of the line merchandise, no, this is not ours. This is WWE's, to be specific. I'm not trying to sell that. What I'm trying to say, though, is shirts like these you can get on our merchandise store at bonfire.com/store/AWM Studios and get some of the top tier of the line products, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, notebooks, whatever you want. Check it out on our merchandise store, bonfire.com/store/AWM Studios. All the link will be down in the description box below. Thank you again for joining me in studio, Sean, for this amazing episode of the podcast.
All right. Thanks again, Barry, and thank you everyone for watching.